How are we doing, everyone? Back with the 106 this week. The radiator is actually leaky in it. So what happened was I was parked and I could see a bit of coolant leaking from under the car. And on Friday, a couple of days ago, there was a pinhole leak coming from the very top of the radiator. It was so when it got really hot, the pressure built up and it was spraying against the engine. A load of wet smoke was coming up. I got a bit of a fright with that one, but it's not the worst, but it's a ticking time bomb. So I'm going to do that today, and at least I know it'll be done. There's a new radiator up in the loft somewhere, and so it's up there somewhere. Got to go find that. It was meant to be for this 106 here, but this is my daily car, so I need it for this now, and I can replace that one. So I'm going to get into the garage, get the camper van that's behind me out the way, and tear into it. Okay, so let's have our first look at what's going on here. So I'm gonna snip in a video of what was going on that I took on the side of the road. Here we have the lovely engine. It's all looking clean. I gave it just a quick, not a wash, but I just wiped everything down over the weekend to give the car a quick wash. So what was going on is, I've got a flashlight there. Okay, so what was going on was, I tried patching it up here, so there was like a pinhole leak spraying out directly onto the engine, and there was smoke on everywhere. So I got a bit of a fright because I thought the issue was going to be a lot worse than it was, but it was literally just the tiniest pillow leak right there spraying out. So I said, okay, I tried patching it up. So I got this specific stuff for radiators, kind of a paste, that kind of black stuff that you can see there. And I said, okay, that'll keep me going until the Easter, sometime during that time, and then I'd be able to replace it. But then I went to the shops, and there's a bit of a, not a massive coolant leak, but you can actually see, that's just water, is it? Yeah. But you can see like it's quite wet all around there, all that. Can you see under there? Might be a bit narrow. But it's just kind of all wet on there, and you can see all the side of the radiator here is wet. Same goes for here. So what I'm going to do is take it out. Okay, so it's the easiest thing to do. Now I'm not sure how easy or how difficult of a job this is going to be. If I move this out the way first, I'm gonna get this out the way and see what we have to work with. With the 205s, I know they can be a little bit awkward. I know the bumper ideally has to come off for that, but it looks like I should be able to get it up here. Doesn't seem to be too much restricted access. Before I do this, I'm going to look for that new radiator and see, before I take this all out, and learn that it's actually the wrong radiator. Okay, initial inspection, let's have a look. You can see there, that is just totally covered in coolant. So with regards to what's holding this in, I don't see a whole lot. I just see the hose here. Is that bolt directly attached to the bottom of the rad here? Possibly. Yeah, I'll have a look. Maybe there's one. No, that's just holding that in. Okay, so my favorite job. I'll get this guard out the way anyway. 2-3 bolts holding this in, and see what's hiding under here. So here are the jobs that you don't really think of, or that take up a huge amount of time. So we can see in here, that kind of clip there that you can see. I'll see if I can shine a light on it. There you go. So that was facing fully forward, that Jubilee clip, I believe they're called. And that is what's keeping on the bottom hose onto the radiator. That was facing forward, so there was no way I was going to get access to that. What you need to do is you need to clamp it and then pull out your hose. There was no way I was going to be able to clamp that because this is what was in the way and there's no access anywhere else. So I had to get 2 long screwdrivers there, 2 flatheads. I just poked them in here at the front and it was a little bit tricky, a little bit awkward, but I got in there and I was able to push it upright. So I'm going to get under the car now and face it towards the back of the car, take off the hose and take out the coolant. Alright, and just after a nice bit of work, you can see here I managed to get it facing forward here, clamp it down with the vice grips. Now I need to push that this way, the way I'm going with the flashlight, to the right, take out my hose, let all the coolant fall down into a bucket, do the one at the top, and hopefully the radiator should just pop straight out. So made a bit of nice progress there now. So we have, you can see here, this is my clamp here that I had to get with the vice grips. So I got it facing the right way. I was able to clamp it, move that out the way, take my rubber hose off here and let all the coolant fall out. Then there's another one at the top, a little bit more coolant might come out of that one. And hopefully the radiator should just come straight out. Right, so at the stage now where the hose is, I didn't take it off fully because I just don't want coolant to go everywhere in the garage. So I just have I have it slightly off, letting it drip away into this bucket, and then it's going to be time to take off the top hose and see what else is holding this in place. Okay, so not surprisingly, it was quite a bit trickier than I thought it would be. So a bolt you can see has snapped here. The other one came off fine. There was an awkward little bolt down there to get, but I got it. Just took a while. The coolant has been drained. We can inspect our 2 radiators here side by side and don't even have to give too much time explaining. Just by looks alone, there is a huge difference. Okay, so this one should be quite good, a lot better. Shouldn't have any more issues with it. I just want to do some inspections with the fans because I don't think it's working. So I'm just going to do some tests on that. I want to do some tests with the fuses and things like that as well, because there's a few things not working. The central locking isn't working and there's something else I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, so I'll just look at a few bits and pieces and then it's just the same thing as in, but in reverse. Put this back on, connect up all the hoses, get the coolant in, and yeah, so it's taking a little bit of time, but getting there. Okay, have everything all mocked up here now. Got the temp sensor fitted, got the little bracket there that gets a bolt in through here, and I just got to get the fan back in place and yeah, just keep lining everything up, get the 2 hoses on and get the coolant in. At a good stage now, so I have coolant put in, I have the air filter back on and everything looks okay, and just going to go around here. So what I need to do now is I need to start the car, bleed the system. What you do is you put on the fans onto the hottest setting, let the car run, and that'll kind of get the system going for the coolant, and then I'll keep adding more coolant in as it starts going through the system. So yeah, massive job done today. I'm also going to do just check some of the fuses, make sure the fan and everything like that's working, and I need to look actually how the rear axle is tightened, not the axle but the handbrake. So my handbrake is quite loose at the moment, so just loads of little jobs like that to do. Yeah, so it was a bit longer than I was expecting because there was just a few things in the way that had to be removed, but it really wasn't that bad of a job at all. So I'm just going to cap the video off here. Got a lot done today. I'm actually quite happy to get this done and have a bit of a peace of mind when I'll be driving the car. So there are 4 different bleeding points. I'll show them to you here. There's one on the right side, on the passenger side, and there's one on the driver's side. And you just kind of undo them as it warms up. And the reason there's coolant on the floor, don't worry, there's nothing leaking. It just kind of bubbled up and leaked out while I was filling it up. So big job done today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all in the next video.